All right, welcome. Today we are tackling one of the biggest headaches for any small business owner, any freelancer, you name it, marketing. It's a ton of work. But what if you could automate it? We're going to show you how a massive revolution in AI is making that possible. Not in the future, but right now.
No, really, just think about that for a second. I'm not talking about just firing off one little social media post. I mean a whole coordinated campaign. We're talking ads, emails, content ideas, the whole shebang, all drafted up in less time than it takes to eat a sandwich. It sounds like something out of a sci-fi movie, but I promise you, it's not. And you know what the best part is? We're going to show you how to do it with tools that are totally free to get started with. This isn't some high-in-the-sky theory about the future. This is a real, actionable game plan you can literally start using the second this is over.
Okay, so to make this super clear, let's ground it in a real-world example. I want you to meet Alex. Alex is this incredibly talented freelance graphic designer. They are just amazing at their craft, creating these beautiful logos and brand identities. But Alex is also a one-person show, running the entire business completely by themselves.
I bet it does, right? Whether you're a freelancer like Alex, or you run a local coffee shop, or you're just getting a startup off the ground, that feeling of having to wear every single hat in the business, it is so real. You're the CEO, you're the accountant, you're the creative director, and yep, you are also the entire marketing department. I mean, look at this. This is Alex's reality. The actual creative work, the design stuff, it's just one bullet point on this giant list. Everything else, it's all about running the business and, you guessed it, marketing. Social media, blog posts, ads, newsletters, each one of these is a huge time suck, and it's all pulling Alex away from the actual work that pays the bills. It's overwhelming.
But what if Alex had an assistant? Imagine an incredibly fast, super creative, and, oh yeah, completely free marketing assistant. Well, that is exactly what these new AI tools can be for you. So, let's build out that toolkit.
So before we jump in, a really quick definition so we're all on the same page. When you hear people talk about AI these days, what they mostly mean is generative AI. And it's simple, really. You give it a basic instruction, we call that a prompt, and it creates something brand new for you. That could be text, an idea, a list, even a concept for an image. Think of it like a creative partner that's ready to go 24/7.
So the big question is, how do we actually put this thing to work? Well, for our purposes today, we're going to focus on these 5 killer marketing tasks. We're going to automate everything from social media posts and ad copy, all the way to email drafts and even brainstorming blog ideas for Alex's design business.
Okay, let's start the clock. We are calling this the 1-hour marketing sprint. For the next few minutes, we're going to see how Alex can use these free AI tools to basically knock out weeks' worth of tedious marketing work.
First up, the daily grind of social media. You know the feeling, right? Staring at that blinking cursor, wondering what to post. Instead, Alex just gives an AI a simple prompt, something like, hey, write me a short, engaging Instagram post for my freelance design business. I'm offering a new brand identity package for startups.
And boom! Just like that, in literally 10 seconds, the AI spits this out. Now, don't just read the text. Look at the strategy behind it. This isn't just good writing, it's smart marketing. You've got a hook that grabs your attention, it identifies the target audience, startups, it gives a clear value prop, and it has a strong call to action. Alex can copy and paste this in under a minute. Done. Okay, task number 2, running ads. Alex wants to run a little ad on Facebook, but needs some copy that actually makes people want to click. So it's back to the AI with another prompt. Write a Facebook ad for me with a strong headline and body text for my branding package.
And here you really start to see the power of this stuff for persuasion. Just look at that headline. Your startup's first impression is everything. It immediately hits on a core fear for any new founder. Then, the body comes in and offers the perfect solution. This is professional-level copywriting, and it was generated in an instant.
But of course, a great ad is more than just words, right? You need a visual. Now, Alex is a designer, so they can create the image. But even the best designers hit a creative wall sometimes. So Alex asked the AI, give me a simple, minimalist visual concept for this ad. And check this out. The AI doesn't just give some vague idea. It produces a full-on creative brief. It defines the style, the subject, the color palette, and even the emotional feeling it should evoke. For Alex, this is the perfect creative springboard to jump off from. The blank page is no longer a problem. All right, let's keep this sprint moving. Task 4, the dreaded email newsletter. Alex knows they should be sending one, but man, it just takes forever to write. So, a new prompt.
Draft a short, helpful email newsletter about common branding mistakes startups make.
And there you have it, a really solid first draft. The subject line is fantastic, it creates curiosity, the body is short, it teases valuable content, and it feels personal. All Alex has to do is pop in the link to their blog post, and this thing is ready to fly.
And hey, speaking of that blog post, that brings us to our final task. We've all been there, the "what on earth do I even write about" problem. So Alex gives the AI one last command. Give me 4 blog post ideas for a graphic designer who's trying to attract startups. Wow, now this is a goldmine. Look at these topics. They aren't generic fluff, they are specific, they are super interesting, and they are perfectly targeted to what Alex's ideal client is worried about. Honestly, any one of these could be a fantastic piece of content. The AI just planned out Alex's content calendar for the next month in about 5 seconds.
And stop the clock. That's it. The sprint is over. In less than 1 hour, using nothing but a few simple sentences and free AI tools, Alex has basically created an entire multi-channel marketing campaign from scratch. So let's just take a second to look at the real impact here.
This table? I mean, this says it all, doesn't it? What would have normally taken Alex a full 8.5-hour workday was just completely crushed in under 60 minutes. We are not talking about a tiny little improvement here. We're talking about a fundamental, ground-shaking shift in how you can work.
Let's just put one big number on it. That is a 90% reduction in the time spent on these marketing tasks. Just imagine for a second what Alex or what you could do with all that time back. You could take on more clients, you could spend more time on the creative work you actually love, or heck, maybe just finish your workday on time for once.
And that brings us to the most important point of all of this. This incredible power, it isn't just for our fictional friend Alex. It is for you. This technology is here, it's accessible, and it's mostly free to get started. You don't need to be some tech genius. You just have to know how to ask a good question.
So we'll leave you with this final thought to chew on. This isn't just some passing trend. It is a major turning point. If a single person working by themselves can automate this much of their business right now, for free, what does that mean for you? What new possibilities does that unlock? What could you build or create or achieve if you had your own personal AI marketing assistant? The revolution isn't coming, it's already here.